SB Sports.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into SB Sports. My name is JB.
And I'm Hernandez.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is episode 2, WNBA. And something we'll, of course, start off the show with is going to be the drink of the day. Of course, we are continuing to drink our Josh wine. Of course, Josh, drink of the day. And then Nandez over here.
I'm having some hot tea because you can hear me. I'm struggling. Been feeling under the weather, so I lost my voice. But I'm having some throat coat, not to be mistaken for throat goat, because I don't do that. But yeah, I'm having hot tea, so cheers.
Cheers. All right, let's go ahead and get into the show. So we're going to recap the first round of the WNBA playoffs, and we're going to start off with the number 1 seed Minnesota Lynx versus the number 8 seed Golden State Valkyrie. All right, so game 1, Minnesota Lynx did take the W 101-72, where Collier did lead the way with 20 points, 6 rebounds, shooting a solid 7 for 11, 64% from the field, and then followed up by Kayla McBride dropping 17 on 6 for 10 shooting. What did you think about the game 1 of this series?
I mean, the Lynx definitely came in and they dominated. Valkyrie, they really, they showed up, but they didn't have enough to overpower the number 1 team in the league right now.
Yeah, I think the maturity level of the Lynx, that I've been there before, of the Minnesota Lynx, that really showed out in this first game, and they really just dominated from the tip all the way throughout the entire game to the finish. Veronica Burton played not very well. I mean, she had a good first half, but other than that, it really went downhill from there in this game 1, and you could really tell that the youth was showing.
Yeah, she only shot 3 for 13 for her field goal, so she had really a terrible shooting percentage. She's needed to step up a little bit more for them to even have a chance in this one. But yeah, just the shooting woes were the issues for the Valkyries for this first game.
Absolutely, and then of course Minnesota's bench was pretty elite as well in that game 1.
Oh yeah.
So, but moving on to game 2 of this series. Now, this right here, this game right here was a very good game. Game 2 of this series. Now, Minnesota did pull it out 75-74, but what an effort from Golden State.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about game 2 of this series?
They definitely made the changes that they needed to change. Playing in the Valhalla, they definitely came with everything that they had. They knew that they needed to come and play the best game that they could to even try to keep up with the Lynx.
Right.
So that game was so close. I mean, they've only lost by 1. But man, the whole time that was an exciting
game. And Veronica Burton played her ass off.
She definitely bounced back.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
She did only put up 13 points, but she played really solid on defense with 4 steals and a block. She did shoot 4 for 12, but I mean, overall, just the leadership that she brought to that team in this game. And like you said, their home crowd in Valhalla, gosh, it kind of reminds me of like the Buffalo Bills fans a little bit. I mean, not as crazy, but like just like how much they show off for the team.
They get loud.
Yeah, they get really loud. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of sucks that it couldn't go to 3 games because I think Golden State really played their heart out in game 2. But at the end of the day, the better team did win.
Oh yeah, so sweet. We definitely brought out the broom for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's go ahead and just throw some flowers at Golden State Valkyrie once more, just for their season.
The coach, we had said it before in the first
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year, Natalie, she's definitely come a long way. And I don't know if you know, but Natalie in her early years, she was a baller too. She also coached the Japanese men's team.
Oh, wow.
And then she was also the assistant coach to the Los Angeles Clippers. And then after that, she was the assistant coach to the Las Vegas Aces. So she was coaching right alongside Coach Becky. Oh. So everything that I feel like, that she's got done in the WNBA, she's got a lot of experience from her previous, jobs, from her doing.
Bringing more experience.
Yeah, man, so she deserved that all the way around.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's move on to our next series. We do have the number 2 Las Vegas Aces versus the number 7 Seattle Storm. What a series this was, Nandez.
I told you it was going to be good.
It was a very good series. Game 2 and Game 3 were absolutely thrilling, coming down to the wire in both of those games. But what do you think about game one? The Aces actually, game one, they kind of put it to them in game one.
Oh,
They won 102-77, and Asia Wilson, I mean, just her normal self, 29 points, 8 rebounds,
they did. No.
3 steals, 2 blocks, shot 10 for 18, 56%. And then she went to the line 10 times and made 8 of those. So she was just phenomenal
all the
in
way
game
around.
one. Absolutely. And then, of course, tacking on Jackie Young, 18-7. Fantastic game one. She hit 4 threes. Just fantastic offense from the Las Vegas Aces as a whole. Absolutely stellar coaching job by Miss Becky Hammond as well in game one. And you could just really see the struggle of just the shooting from Seattle.
Yeah, that first game. So I feel like in every category, the Aces dominated. 51% shooting from the field goals compared to the Storm's 44%. And then as far as like the 3-point shooting, they definitely didn't do as well as the Aces. You said you had Jackie Young went 4 for 4 from the 3-point line. They also had a lot of help from their bench. But usually, the Storm's got to be better coming off of shooting those 3-pointers.
And a really sluggish night for Erica Wheeler, which she was really a big factor in this entire series.
To get them into the playoffs, she was the one that, won that game for them.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, in this game one, her plus-minus was minus 21 in 24 minutes played. I mean, you're not going to win a game with that kind of outing from your bench. You definitely need a little bit more than that.
For sure. And then you got to give it up for Malunga. The rookie playing her first.
2 double-doubles right in this series?
2 double-doubles in this series. She had 12 points, 11 rebounds in this first game. So she really came to play, and I do believe she had a few blocks on Asia in that first game.
Nice. Well, moving on to game 2, a very much more competitive game 2 that we did see the Seattle Storm squeak out, and Miss Erica Wheeler herself absolutely turned it on in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
She showed a big 11 points. Helped Seattle steal that game away from the Las Vegas Aces. What do you think about game 2 of the series?
Dude, Seattle's a strong team at home.
Oh, yeah, they are.
You have Diggins that played her butt off.
Dropped 26, 7 assists, 2 steals, 50% shooting,
50% from the
hit 4 threes.
And that's exactly what they needed to stay in this series here. The shooting is definitely the main thing, but the defense. I think they definitely kept. I mean, Asia still scored 21 points, but they kept her kind of at bay. But
she definitely didn't take as many shots as she needed to in that game. I mean,
Right.
she was 7 for 12, 58%. But you're the star of this team, Asia. You need to be taking 15 to 20 shots a game easily.
Yep.
We're running the offense through you. But that's kind of just a little takeaway of game 2. Now, moving on to game 3, this really was the best game of the series.
Oh, yeah.
The Aces squeaked it out 74-73 on a huge rebound putback by Jackie Williams that sealed the game for them. That might be one of her best plays of her entire career. That's going to go down on her highlight reel.
She didn't have a great game, but that last rebound that she had 3 defenders on her. She's one of the smallest persons down there. She comes down with the rebound, puts it back up, and
absolute hustle play, heart play. That's
awesome.
what you need on a championship team. Those kind of heart plays.
Oh, yeah, it was
absolutely.
awesome.
And of course, I mean, can we talk about more about Asia Wilson? 38 points, 5 rebounds in game 3 of this series. She was unstoppable. I mean, they threw everyone at her. She tore up Malagna.
Yeah, I know, man.
Oh, she was giving her the business.
Said that was not going to
That
happen.
was barbecue chicken. Word to Shaq. She was giving her the work. I mean,
you could see how frustrating Malonga was throughout the game. Asia would get down into the paint with the ball, and she does her spin move, and boom, up to the basket.
That's the thing I love about Asia, though. I was telling you this the other day, like, when she gets her post and she gets that entry pass, she doesn't hesitate.
No.
She knows exactly the move that she's going to do. It's amazing to watch Asia Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
She deserves MVP this year. She's the best player in the WNBA. She proved it in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And the Aces are going to be a very tough out for anyone who's in front of them.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute monster. What do you think about Seattle's effort in Game 3 and their output?
Dude, they were there, man.
They played good.
They were there. So close. I mean, the 1 point game, I mean, what can you say? They just...
The effort was there. If Neko would have showed up a little bit earlier in the game, instead of going 0-4 for the first half and a little bit into the third quarter, to when then she finally, made her first bucket, and then she couldn't miss. She was just on her game after that.
Right.
She led the way, 16 points, and she scored her first bucket, first or second bucket midway through the third quarter. So,
yeah.
I mean, they really put a great effort up. Wheeler, again, like I said, she was a real, she was a difference maker in this series, and just for Seattle Storm this entire season. She was a key player for them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
All right, so the next series we're going to talk about is going to be the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously we know there's no Caitlin Clark. So we figured Indiana wasn't going to really put up a big fight. No. They really needed their people to show up. Game one, obviously the Dream won, totally dominated them.
I wouldn't say totally dominated them. I would say both offenses didn't show up, in my opinion. I mean, Alicia Gray, she played a great game. I mean, she had 26 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, but the shooting for Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard in this series, it just was subpar for me.
It needed to be better.
Especially in game one. I mean, I understand they won, but I mean, no one else but Kelsey Mitchell showed up for Indiana in game one. Yeah. The bigs were trash. I mean, not to be rude, but Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard in game one, y'all were terrible. Y'all are the reason why y'all lost the game in game one.
I mean, Boston didn't even have over 10 points.
No, she shot 3 for 9, 33%. I mean, just not good enough. No. 12 rebounds is nice, though.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, she was down there.
Nice. I mean, she played some pretty okay defense, but I mean, they did, hold Atlanta to only 80 points under their season average.
True.
They just didn't have enough on offense for this game.
And the Indiana Fever, for this game, they only hit 2 threes out of their usual.
They only hit 2 threes out of the whole game?
Only 2 threes out of the whole game.
Dang. That's not going to win a game.
Yeah, it's not going to win
the playoffs. But let's move on to game 2, where the bigs for Indiana, they actually did show up in game 2. And the Fever did, win 77-60, where Atlanta, man, they did not show up offensively in this game.
Not at all. If we're comparing, I mean, dude, the Fever shot 43% compared to the Atlanta Dream's 38%.
Yeah.
You're not going to win a game like that. Your shooting percentage are terrible. I mean, yes, Kelsey Mitchell, she showed up again. The only one that showed up again.
She's so consistent.
Yeah, I mean, she did have help from her bigs this time around. That's why. Aaliyah Boston threw up 15. You got Howard that threw up 12. They needed that.
Yeah.
And everybody else, as far as the Atlanta Dream, they did not have a good game.
No.
Alicia Gray didn't have a good game. She was really frustrated throughout the game. The best one that showed up was the rookie, Pow Pow.
Mm-hmm. She's off the bench.
She's off the bench.
She led the way scoring, 11 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 66% off the bench. Your leading scorer, your rookie, when you have Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard, no.
Can't happen.
No.
Can't happen.
Man, let's move on to game 3, where I was really scratching my head there at the end of that game. Now, it was a great game, don't get me wrong.
Through and through,
it was a great game,
so good.
The coaching decisions at the end of that game really had me scratching my head. What do you think about this game 3?
So, yeah, I mean, super exciting. We had a lot going on in that game, but when it came down to the wire, there was the inbound play at the end. So, what was it? Indiana was the Dream was trying to inbound the ball.
Mm-hmm. I would think there's 8 seconds left, or under 12 seconds, right?
Ryan Howard's going to inbound the ball.
Why?
Yeah, why? That's one of your shooters. So first of all, you got to call the timeout on that first one because she can't get the ball in. They go and do the timeout, and then they come back and run the same exact play. And then it turns out to be a turnover. Why would you do that if obviously you can't even get the ball in the first time around, run a different play, move it around?
But my question is, we're down. We're down. There's less than 12 seconds left. Why is Ryan Howard inbounding the ball? And not only that, she inbounded it to their center, what's her name? Brianna Jones, right? Yeah. Brianna Jones, when she just chucked up the ball from 3-point line, that's not going in. That's just not good enough. The coaching in this series for Atlanta and the shooting from their star players in this series, very subpar. Very subpar. They might need a little shake-up in Atlanta.
Something's got to happen.
Something's got to change. Something was not right in this series. Really heartbreaking for Atlanta. for that franchise, especially going up, winning game one. I mean, it wasn't a great outing, but you still won game one. And then you lost 2 in a row to a Caitlin Clarkless Indiana Fever.
That's crazy. To lose at home?
You lost.
Ouch. And then the last playoff round that we have, obviously, Phoenix Mercury, New York Liberty. This was definitely the most exciting round that we had.
Absolutely.
You called it.
Absolutely. As
Oh,
predicted,
man.
this was going to be the best series in round one, and it was. These ladies showed out to play basketball, and that's exactly what they did. Very impressed with the product that these women put on the court for this series. Absolutely.
I love the new format. I'm so glad that we got to get more than one game out of the first round because you actually get to see the talent.
And I'm not gonna lie, in this series, I would have liked to see them go to 5, maybe 7. This
come
would have been
on.
a series that needs to go 5 or 7 games.
Yes.
It was a great series.
Yes.
I mean, game one, Natasha Cloud showed up for him. Now, this was the only game that Natasha did show up for him, and she was really, in my opinion, the difference maker for this New York team, kind of the same as Erica Wheeler in Seattle.
Mhm.
She's really that difference maker for that team. This is the same situation to me. I mean, when Natasha Cloud goes off for this team, they're going to get a win. They're going to get the win. 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals on the defensive end. Shot 9 for 12, 75%. And then tacking on Stewie's 18 and 6 rebounds, where she shot 50% as well.
Mm-hmm.
They really played very well, New York did in this game. Now, one thing I will say before I hand it over to you, I was not impressed with Sabrina in this series.
She seemed just so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
quiet.
think she might have just been still recovering from that injury late in the season that she had. I have a feeling because, in my opinion, she just was not her normal self in this entire series.
Well, in this game, Stewie goes down with that injury.
Yep.
So that was kind of a scary thing for New York Liberty. We don't know how injured she is. I know she was definitely really scared about what it was. I mean, whenever you go down and you see a player grab their knee, obviously we always think, oh man, they just tore their ACL.
Oh gosh.
Glad that it wasn't that and it was just an MCL sprain. And, she came back. She's a dog. She's got so much heart. But this first game, yeah, you said it. I just don't feel like Sab really showed up. I mean, she was there. I mean, she did her part, but she was quiet.
She has 16 and 7 assists, but I mean, her shooting percentage was not very good. 6 for 18. On the other side, though, Phoenix, they didn't play that well either. I mean, they played okay. They played good defense. I mean, really, Satu, she didn't show up in this game. She was 2 for 17, 9 points. She still had 8 rebounds and 3 steals, but she was 1 for 10 from the 3-point line.
She shot terribly. That's going to be one of her worst shooting games that she had.
Maybe in her career though. But that's okay though, because Satu, she's a great player and she really bounced back in this series.
Oh yeah.
So let's move on to game 2 where Satu, she was kind of balling.
She was balling.
Yeah. Mercury took the win 86-60 and they really just led from jump to end.
Oh yeah.
It was really a dominating performance from Phoenix. And, you kind of expected this from Alyssa Thomas and her team to respond like this to that kind of loss in game 1.
Yeah.
A little heartbreaking, especially on their home court. They had to win this game. It was a win or go home game, of course. But they really did show up as a team. They played excellent defense. Sabali got 4 steals. She had 15 points, 7 rebounds. She hit 2 threes, was 5 for 11 from the field. And of course, Alyssa Thomas, she's just a stat stuffer. She does everything on the offensive end. 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. And that's a light day. So
definitely the bounce back for Sabali, man. She played so much better. And that's what that Phoenix teams need. They need all these players to show up. You got the DeWanna Bonner coming off the bench. She's the veteran.
She was
there.
big in this series, especially game 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
DeWanna Bonner was a game changer.
Oh yeah, I mean, and you see so many players, of their team that scored in double digits. I mean, compared to the New York Liberty team, Sab only had 9 points. Tasha Cloud only had 8 points. Shaka Jones only had 7 points. Where was the production? Mm-hmm. It wasn't there.
Someone who was really underperforming in this series, Jonquel Jones. She just did not perform in this series. A very much of a downer. I mean, she played okay defense, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks in game 2, but just overall in the series, I don't think she got double digits at all in the entire series in terms of scoring. And they really need that. Yeah. They really need that extra oomph in that scoring category.
Oh, yeah.
especially if Natasha's not going to show up.
Right. And you being that big and not doing anything, you big for what?
Stop it. She had 13 rebounds.
Just throwing up bricks.
She big for a reason.
She was building a house.
She was bricking it.
Dang,
she was 3 for 9 from the field, 33%. I think, thankfully for New York, she stopped shooting. But anyways, let's move on to Game 3. And man, Game 3.
This was such a good game.
This rivals the best game in this entire first round of this playoffs. It came down to the wire for Phoenix. Savali just on fire. 23 points, 12 rebounds. Again, 2 steals. She hit 4 threes in this game. Satu was on fire. And one thing I like about Satu when I'm watching her, she pulled up in your face and she knocked that shit down.
Ooh, yeah.
I love that shit. She just dribbled up the court. She'll pull up right in your face and knock that shit down. I love it.
It's so good. And then AT had another triple-double. What is that? Her ninth
of the year. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. I mean, her shooting performance wasn't there, but it didn't matter.
It didn't
matter.
The
triple-double was there. She was stat-stuffing. This is the Alyssa Thomas that's going to win a championship.
Yeah.
This is Alyssa Thomas right here. Mm-hmm. Especially with Savali, if she's going to play like this. And then hit and knock down 4 threes, 4+ threes a game.
And then you got Sammy Whitcomb. So Sammy Whitcomb, she's kind of hot or cold. She's been like that throughout the season. She'd have a really good game, and then she'd not have a good game. But like the first 2 games, she was irrelevant.
So something we didn't touch on in Game 2, the fact that Brianna Store was out in that game, and New York didn't play very well, and Sabrina still again just did not perform.
Yeah.
And you think a star in Sabrina, she's gonna step up when her cohort is just not at 100%. You know, as a star, you need to step up. You're a defending champion. You need to step up. This is your team too. I mean, in this Game 3, it's clear as day that Brianna Stewart is the best player on your team.
She's just got so much heart and so much fight in her. For her to carry the team on one leg.
Sprained knee.
Still
came out there and did not back down 1 minute. Brianna Stewart deserves all the credit in the world in this game.
Dude, she's the only one that scored in the fourth quarter. All 14 points of those were from her. Nobody
30 points in the game, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. She hit 2 threes, doing it on both sides of the court. Phenomenal game for Brianna.
Heartbreaking loss for her because she definitely wanted it. She went out there and played her ass off, honestly. Just
not enough to take down this triple-double, Alyssa Thomas.
18,
9th of the year.
A beast, man. God dang.
Yes, ma'am. I can't wait to see her play against these Minnesota Lynx in this next round.
Oh, I know
I'm so excited, girl.
Oh, my God.
So excited.
Dude, this playoff season has just been so good, so exciting. Round 1 did not disappoint
not
at all. So now we're going to talk about the round 2 of the playoffs. Now that everybody's got eliminated, this is where it's going to get tough.
Yes.
This is where your teams are the best teams in the league right now. They already had a badass first round. Second round's going to be so good.
Yes, ma'am.
So we got...
And it's a 5-game series, y'all.
5 games. Let's go. I love this new setup. We get to see the girls play so much more. It's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
So, round 2. Las Vegas Aces and Indiana Fever. Mm-hmm. Who do you have?
Stop it. Don't ask me that. We all know I'm riding with Asia Wilson all the way to the championship.
All the way, dude.
I told you this the other day too, when the Aces and the Storm were playing Game 3. I would take rebuilding a brand new franchise around Asia Wilson than the entire Seattle Storm franchise at this moment. With all that talent that Seattle has, I would still take rebuilding a fresh squad with Asia Wilson over Seattle.
What if Skylar Diggins goes to Las Vegas Aces?
Stop it.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, they kind of already have that a little bit with Kelsey Plum there, though. They don't need that. They need to compete against that because that's going to make the WNBA great.
KP don't play for the Aces, no?
She used to though, so they kind of already had a little bit of like a great point guard on that team. We've seen it before. They won a championship. We know what they can do with that. But imagine Asia just win this championship with just her and Jackie. I mean, she got some help with Chelsea Gray and Jewel Lloyd and a few others, but it's really that's Asia's team.
That's Asia's team,
front and back hand.
Oh yeah,
it's Asia's team. And I mean, in this series, I hate to say this again because I said this about the Fever in the first round, but I don't think it's going to be close. I really don't.
Yeah.
But I love Kelsey Mitchell, and Leah Boston's going to play her ass off. I know it. But they don't got nothing for Asia. She's dropping 30 a game in this series.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to body up both of those bigs and just tear them down, honestly. For the Fever, they really need everybody to show up. They need Lexi to play good. Odyssey Sims to come off the bench and play phenomenal.
She balled in that game 3 against the Dream. She was the difference maker.
She had a nice shot.
She made the winning pass in that game 3 at the very end. That was a beautiful pass, a beautiful play from her. But with all that being said, I just it's too much offensive firepower on the Aces side. For Indiana, it's too much for them, and I got Aces taking this series 3-1. And I actually see a few blowouts in this series, and I see Asia dropping a few 30-point games as well in this series. They just don't have nothing for her. I like Aaliyah Boston, but
I mean, for them to even keep up, they'd have to double team Asia.
Oh yeah, they gotta get the ball in her hands. Yeah. I mean, but then you're giving the ball to Jackie Young,
and they just have so many other weapons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, she can ball out herself. I mean, so she can get a dub herself.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, it's too much firepower.
Yeah.
I got too much.
Yeah.
But what is it going to take for Indiana to win a game in this series? Or how about, what's it going to take for Indiana to win 2 games in this series?
Man, Indiana's got to shoot lights out. Honestly, that's going to be the first thing. And they got to play defense. Try to avoid getting into foul trouble. That's the main thing. Your bigs can't get into foul trouble earlier because then who's going to guard Asia?
Right.
It's just they have to show up and really have a good game for them to even do anything to keep up with the Aces, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaliyah Boston has to be defending her ass off if the Fever want to win a game or 2. Aaliyah Boston has to be getting maybe 3 to 4 blocks a game in this series and really protect the rim. But the thing is, the Fever, they're the bottom of the tier on defense. I mean, they average 2.5 blocks a game. That's 13th, and that's last in the league.
Come on.
It's just not good. Their offensive field goal percentage 45% against the opposing team. Field goal percentage. So I don't know. It's not good enough for me. I don't like it. Congrats to Indiana for making it this far. Maybe if Caitlin Clark was healthy and on this team, I would feel different.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God, Asia Wilson versus Caitlin Clark. You know how many people are going to tune into that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The ratings are going to be off the chart. Get healthy, Caitlin Clark. Get healthy, Caitlin Clark. Please get healthy.
Please, we'll see you next year.
Please get healthy. But yeah, that's just how I'm feeling about the Aces.
For me, I don't know, man. I wanted to go the full 5. I wish we could get a full 5. I want to be optimistic and say they're going to go 3-2 just to keep it funky. But, I mean, you might be right on the 3-1.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1. And that's if, Aaliyah Boston shows up in a game.
Fever may still win a home game,
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. That'd be good for the ratings. But moving on, let's talk about this next series. And, man,
this one's going to be a good one.
The Lynx versus the Phoenix Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
In a 5-game series. Nandez, what do you think about this series?
Dude, well, you have your, star here with Collier with Lynx. She...
MVP candidate,
yeah. She's done so much good things throughout the year. She's scored really good. She's had a really good defensive game. When everybody comes together on the team, you got Kayla McBride, you got Williams, you got Alana Smith. She's also one of the defensive players of the year. When everybody shows up and they are all working as a team and playing together, dude, they're phenomenal together.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Mercury, Alyssa Thomas, you have to go off. I mean, it's that simple. She's got to distribute. She's got to rebound. She's got to play defense. The thing about Alyssa Thomas is, and I fear that Minnesota is going to they're going to play back on her and they're going to force her into mid-range jump shots, and that's just not Alyssa's game. She really likes to attack the rim. Not that she can't, knock down a push mid-range shot, but it's just not consistent. And I think Minnesota's gonna let her take those. And the series may come down to that, in my opinion, is Alyssa scoring the rock, because we all know she can pass. We all know that she can rebound, play defense, but her shooting ability outside of the free throw line is something that she needs to work on.
And if she's not shooting well, then she needs to make sure that she's facilitating to her teammates and they're shooting well. Sable's got to keep up the momentum that she just ended up this game 3 with, and you gotta definitely look to your veteran DeWanna Bonner. I know she comes off the bench, but she provides a lot of good, defense. She can score, but like I said, everybody's got to stay out of foul trouble. This last game, they got into a lot of foul trouble. DeWanna Bonner had to sit down with 3 early fouls in the second quarter, so that's just the main thing, staying out of foul trouble.
And I think Sabally is the difference maker in this series. If she's going to show up, knock 3 and 4 3-pointers down a game, the Mercury, they really have a shot to beat this Lynx team. But again, let's think about it rationally. This Lynx team is the best team in the WNBA. They have over 30 wins this year. They've been dominant from beginning to end of the season. Collier's been, MVP candidate the entire way ever since she came back from that injury. Courtney Williams been doing her thing. Kayla McBride's been consistent. I mean, their bench is great. I mean, it's just they're a put together team, and it's going to take a lot from Alyssa Thomas and from Sabally to really contend. And I think that they're going to do it. I do. I think that it's Alyssa Thomas's time to show out, prove that she is one of the best players that the WNBA has ever seen. And she's going to push this series to 5 games.
Oh, for sure.
And I do think the Lynx are the better team, and I do think that they are going to win in 5. It is going to be 3-2 Lynx, but man, that game 5 is going to be one to watch. This entire series is going to be one of the best series maybe the WNBA can produce.
Oh yeah.
In 2025, and I'm super excited.
We also forgot, we didn't even talk about Khalil Copper. I mean, she had an outstanding game 3. She was hitting. She's a big part of that team.
She needs to shoot better. She needs to take better shots, in my opinion. She needs to take better shots.
If the threes are falling, get a little closer.
Or how about let's drive and kick. Let's drive and kick if your three's not falling. You're 5 for 15 in game 3. I mean, you put up 15 points. I mean, you played good. You played good. You got to be better if you want to beat the Lynx, though.
And the Lynx, like you said, they have such a solid bench. You got Natasha Heidemann coming off the bench. I feel like she's so Naz Hillman got the 6-man player of the year, but in my eyes, I felt like Natasha Heidemann, she was up there too.
She got consideration, close consideration, and much deserved.
Right, and you also have to remember Dejanay. Dejanay Carrington plays for them, so she was a little hurt, but she came back, and I do believe in that one of those games she came back, she was on fire.
Yeah.
So, you just gotta have enough stamina to keep up. I do feel like this matchup is gonna be a very fast-paced game. They're just gonna be running it.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the opposite end. I think this is going to be a very kind of rough defensive series. I really do. And I think that it's going to come down to Alyssa Thomas making some mid-range push shots. And I really think it's that simple. Because I think Minnesota Lynx are going to stack the paint. And they're going to force, jump shots to be made. And it's really that simple to me.
It's going to be physical. It's going to be so physical. I'm
excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
So it looks like for the both of us, we got these going all 5.
All 5 games,
all 5.
I do. And I do have the Lynx taking it 3-2 because I'm a realist and the Lynx are the better team. But man, I would not be shocked if Phoenix comes out and they put a whooping on a few of these games against the Lynx.
If they steal the first game, how do you feel like that's going to change?
If Phoenix steals the first game?
Yeah.
I got Phoenix, man. If Phoenix is the first game, Phoenix 3-2. It is.
All
I got
right.
it. Because they got that. They got the road win. They got the road win. They need that. They need one road win.
Exactly.
One road win, and they win both times at home.
Yeah.
Phoenix can do it, man. They really can.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the talent right now. It might be Phoenix's time. We don't know this.
Oof.
It might be Phoenix's time.
And imagine.
They're really good on defense.
But imagine Dewana Bonner going back to the team that she started with and ending her career with another championship. I'm not saying that she's going to be done this year, but that would be awesome.
She's 15 years in, though.
I know.
And, I mean, going out on the championship is your 15
That's the best way to go,
I mean,
right? It's the best way to go, man. I mean, all around, this is going to be, you got to watch all of these games. So if you can, tune in. It's going to be exciting.
All right, y'all. So it's time to end the show with the segment we like to call Parlay of the Day.
Get this money.
Always trying to get a bag. If we can.
If we can, boy.
All right, well, my pick of the day is going to be Asia Wilson over 4 blocks plus steals. She's just monster on defense. She's gonna, get some blocks, especially matching up against Aaliyah Boston.
Oh yeah.
And she averages 1 to 2 steals a game. She's gonna get 1, and then on the defensive end, she's just defensive player of the year. Her and what was her name? Minnesota, Alana Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Which they both deserve their flowers with their defensive effort this year. But what's your parlay of the day, Nandes?
Me, I'm gonna go with Collier. I feel like she's gonna have an outstanding game. She's got to have an outstanding game. So I'm gonna go over 29.5 points and rebounds.
Ooh, with the rebounds. Okay.
Rebounds.
I like it. 29.5 points rebounds. See, the thing about Collier is she's just so efficient. I mean, open jump shot, she's knocking it down. She's knocking down the open jump shot.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I like the thing about the Lynx is they form their offense to get open spaces for her.
Yes.
And it's great. It's really great to watch the Lynx play. They're very smart offensively.
They're a well-tuned machine.
Yes, I agree. All right, y'all. Well, that is it. That's a wrap. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you like the content, subscribe. Put your comment. What do you want to see us do next? What do you want us to talk about?
Let us know.
Let us know. But that is it. Thank y'all so much.